Hi everyone, how you all going? And this is my review of Bad Boys Ride or Die, the fourth installment in the Bad Boys franchise, and the second installment directed by Adil and Bilal. Let me just start off by saying I'm not a huge fan of the franchise. That being said, I did enjoy Bad Boys for Life, and this movie, I enjoyed it. I'll just start off with the plot. Plot is pretty straightforward. So Mike Lowry marries his physical therapist from when he'd been shot in the previous movie. And then essentially, where Marcus has a heart attack early on in the movie at the reception, he experiences an existential crisis. And then basically, Captain Howard, who was murdered in the previous movie, it's revealed in the media that he was working in the drug cartels leading up to his death, which Mike refuses to believe. And then basically, we find out the only person who can ID the one who ordered the hit is actually Mike Lowry's son, Armando, who's one of the main antagonists of the previous movie. So let me just start off with the plot. The plot was nothing groundbreaking, although for the most part, I think it flowed pretty solidly. Again, nothing really original, but at the same time, it didn't really fall flat. It's what you expect from a Bad Boys movie. So yeah, the plot for the most part I thought was pretty fine. What I really found interesting was that unlike the previous movies where Mike is the single bachelor and the womanizer, in this movie he's actually he gets married, and as a result he fears death more because he knows that if he dies he'll be leaving someone he loves behind. So there is that. I really enjoyed his development as a character in this movie. In terms of the action, I thought it was actually pretty solid, especially in the third act. There's one scene, one of the big action sequences in the third act showcases a first person angle. So essentially, we see Mike, shooting down a bunch of people, but then also the camera actually maneuvers into first person, so we see the gun from his point of view, and really reminded me of, like, for example, first person shooters like Call of Duty, for example. So yeah, I found that really, really unique and interesting. I think that was actually filmed with a camera rig attached to Will Smith. Will Smith in this movie I really, really enjoyed. So I really enjoyed him in the movie. I know his image was tarnished quite a lot with that slap from 2022. This movie does actually pay homage, or does make a reference to that slap. I thought it didn't land very well personally, that reference, but I did chuckle a tiny bit. But yeah, this movie does make a reference to that slap. Um, but yeah, the action was solid, the storyline was solid. The chemistry between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence never fails to disappoint. It did not disappoint in this movie yet again. So I really enjoyed the chemistry between the two characters. Any gripes with the movie? Yeah, the first act felt a bit clunky. The jokes weren't really landing in some scenes. The humour felt a bit forced in some areas in the first act. But that being said, a lot of the jokes in the movie did land, in my opinion, especially when Marcus, goes through that existential crisis. Then Mike asks him how long his brain was deprived from oxygen, while he was in the hospital. So I found that that joke pretty funny personally. But yeah, this movie did have some jokes that did land. Cinematography I thought was pretty good. But overall, yes, solid action, a solid storyline, good chemistry between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, a pretty good soundtrack as well. The Black Eyed Peas once again returning, who also did a song for the previous movie. But yeah, go check it. If you love action movies, go check it out. You won't be disappointed. Again, nothing groundbreaking, but I think Adil and Bilal with these two Bad Boys movies have done a very, very good job. I could definitely see them going on to do many different genres down the track, because I think they did a great job with this film and the last movie as well. But yeah, stay tuned for more movie reviews very, very soon. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys later. Okay, bye.